Okay, current time is 5:17. We are on the water. We've got about a 30 to 35 minute pedal. That'll put us there about 5:40, which will give me about 20 minutes to get everything rigged, get into position, and be sitting there ready to rock and roll when lines go in at 6 o'clock. So lines in at 6 o'clock, the lines out at 2 o'clock, last fish submission at 3. And so, yeah, I'm ready. I'm honestly really excited about today's tournament. I try to always have zero expectations just because you never know what's going to happen. Dropper. But I'm still very excited about this tournament. Really ready to get it going, get it started, and just see what we can get done. But yeah, so we're gonna pedal. We're gonna get on down through here. It is still very dark outside, and it doesn't help that there's no moon and no stars, and only just very little light bleeding over from a few towns here. It is very dark out here, but yeah, we're gonna get on down through here. I'm excited. Let's get the day started. All right, boys and girls, line's in. I'm about to rig a wacky rig. I have my flashlight in my mouth, but I'm about to rig up a wacky rig and we're gonna get to work. Oh my God, Alex. All right, guys, a little 13-incher. Not the start I wanted, but it's fishing the boat. Got to get 2 more. All right, boys and girls, so here we go. We are moving boat ramps. We are gonna go stay on the same body of water, just moving up the river quite a bit, and we're gonna see what we can get done up here. My original plan this morning was to get a limit where I was at and then move up here and see if I could get a big bite just to round out that limit. Ended up screwing that up. You guys saw that, lost 2 absolutely giant fish. That first one was big. I mean, I hate guesstimating fish when they come up tail walking, but I've seen enough big fish that fish was definitely 3.5 to 4 pounds, so you can estimate anywhere from 18.5 to 19.5 inches long there. And then that second one I hooked never came up, but he was absolutely dogging me, and so I can only assume that it was a good one, because normally if there's one good one there, there's a couple good ones there. It seems like the same size class of fish kind of all hang out together. But right now we're moving boat ramps. I'm trying to get up to this other boat ramp as quickly as I can. It's 9:44 right now. Probably get up here, get it on the water by 10, be on my spot by 10:15, and I'm essentially going to just milk this spot the rest of the day and see what can happen, because this is one of those spots I'm not going to get a lot of bites, but the bites I'm going to get are going to be ones that could shake this thing up. These are going to be 19.5, 20-inch fish usually every single one of them is big ones, and so that's what we're trying to do. I'm just swinging for the fence. I mean, I've got one 13-incher on the board, 53 inches is leading it, and I got to do something different, and so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, I'm going to shut up, I'm going to drive, and we're going to get to the next boat ramp and hopefully catch us a couple big ones. Yep. Alright guys, we got number 2 here. Alright guys, there's number 2. It's bleeding a little bit. We're going to get him back. Thank you, buddy. Alright guys, so there's number 2. The move is working. I'm honestly glad that I moved. I just to get away from all the rest of those kayaks. There's a lot of people up here too, but they're all striper fishing. They're not really focusing on the bass. They're not really in my way. And so it's good to be up here kind of by myself, doing my own thing. But yeah, that's number 2. Spot number 2 is, it's working. Okay, we're gonna have to catch us some big ones. I've already went up one side of this riprap, and usually I get 2 or 3 bites right there, and it just didn't happen. But that's okay. I mean, I usually get 2 or 3 bites on this side as well. And you know, it's one of those deals that I just need 3. I literally just need 3 to have a limit. And then after that, if I can just upgrade a little bit, I think we'll be in really, really good shape. So 1 more to limit out. That's the goal right now. You know, I love goal setting for myself in the middle of the day. And so goal number 1 right now is to get a limit. And then goal number 2 is going to be upgrade on that limit and catch some damn big ones. And I know it can be done up here. It's just doing it, getting it done, and putting those fish into the boat. Oh my God. There we go. Oh, freaking fatty. Barely had him hooked. Barely had him hooked. Look at that, guys. Alright, guys. Here's number 3. Absolutely gorgeous. Look how black that smallmouth is. Alright, let's get back. Alright, guys. Look at me shaking. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So, there's number 3. Just rounded out the limit. I am you're gonna have a little bit of bite. I mean, here's the deal. If I can go every 55 yards and get bites like that all the way up through here, I mean, we're gonna start upgrading here before too long, which is what we need. We definitely need some upgrades. But I am just throwing a little Strike King Ned Ocho in Morning Dawn with a little bit of chartreuse on the tail and 3/16 ounce Ned head, and that's it. You'll throw that thing in there, and I'll be honest, I don't even feel them bite. I just get heavy and it starts swimming sideways, which, I mean, honestly, that's how you want them to eat it. But yeah, that's what's doing all the work right there, that little number. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep doing it. There's a limit. So goal 1 for today is accomplished. Get our limit. That's what I said I wanted to do, is get a limit. We've got a limit. Now it's time to start upgrading, and let's go for the throats. 56.5 inches is leading it, but and hell, there's 56.5 inches of fish swimming around up here, so let's go for the throats. Oh God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Guys, I thought this was a drop. It's not. Yeah. God, that's a big smallmouth. Damn it. Well guys, I figured out what happened with that big smallmouth. That right there happened. Just enough bend out in that hook. That's what made him come off. I mean, ain't really nothing you can do about that other than just deal with it. So yeah, that's why you got to check that terminal, you know, switch it out and all that. I just guess didn't look at it, didn't see it, didn't think about it, and it cost me a dad gym biggin. So now what can you do about it other than just keep on fishing? So we've got us a new Ned rig on here, got us a new head, new worm, the whole nine. We're just going to keep on keeping on, folks. Just keep on keeping on. Well, my alarm didn't go off, but lines was out 2 minutes ago. So lines out, we're done. That's it. Tournament's over. I gotta go put my fish on KAYAKS. I've not even done that yet, but I don't know. I'll talk to you guys when we get back to the house. The frustration is real, ladies and gentlemen. At one point today in the kayak, the frustration was palpable. It could have been palped. I mean, you could have cut it with the knife. The tension that was in that kayak today after I lost that third fish, I was not a very happy camper. But we caught some fish. We did well. Ended up 9th out of 21. Had the bites today to win that kayak tournament. There's not a doubt in my mind. I just know that lake way too well. I know those fish way too well. And the fish that I could have put into the kayak, the 3 big bites that I missed, would have won me that kayak tournament. There's not a doubt in my mind. But there's nothing I can do about that now. That's all on me. I had the opportunity, and I lost the opportunity in all 3 situations with those big fish, which just amazes me because that's not normally something that I do. I don't normally lose fish like that, but there were some really unique scenarios with the first 2 fish catches that I noticed that don't usually happen, but I found interesting, which makes me want to kind of learn why it happened. And so I thought I'd talk about that and then talk about what I was throwing and what I was throwing on to catch the fish that I did catch today, because we ended up 9th out of 21 with 45¼ inches, I believe is what it was. So we caught some decent fish, had a chance at some even more decent fish, and had us a good day. But let's talk about what I was throwing on to catch those fish. So first thing this morning, started out with the Berkley Max Scent General. I was throwing it in black and blue. I was throwing it in this green pumpkin color, throwing it in June bug, just tossing it around in a bunch of different colors. The first two that I had hooked this morning, I hooked them on the June bug. And what happened with both fish, which fascinated me because this doesn't normally happen, is the bait got rolled on itself, and that is actually how it came back to the boat. So that hook point had to go through all the meat of that bait, so I just wasn't getting enough travel on that hook to actually get them hooked right. And they were eating it super funny. Both bites, it's like they just took the water completely off of it, which is fascinating to me. I don't know what they were doing, if they were chasing bait, if they were competing with each other, or what it was, but both were very frantic bites, and when both of them ate, they just started jumping and running like crazy. But both of those fish, I lost them because the old Cinco folded up on itself just like that right there, and that's what kept me from getting a hook into them. And then that third one that I caught on the Cinco, obviously the little bitty dude, got a good hook in him, but I caught him throwing a little black and blue, throwing it on that #1 size. This is the Owner Nico Sniper Finesse hook. Phenomenal little hook for wacky rigging. Almost always get them hooked really, really well. I've not lost a ton of fish on that hook, especially when it does what it's supposed to do and doesn't get all wrapped up in the body of the bait. And then I was throwing that on a Veritas PLX, a 7-foot medium fast, 200 size Zeta V spinning reel. This is exclusive to this combo. I've not communicated this well, so what I do is I link down below an equivalence to this reel, because this reel is only available on this combo, but the equivalence of this reel is just as good as the reel that's on here. And then some 20-pound braid to a 10-pound FC Sniper fluorocarbon leader. And yeah, that was kind of that deal. That was just such a strange thing, you know, totally out of my control, which again, get away from me, you freaking pterodactyl of a bug, Lord have mercy. Which again, just strange. I mean, I hate factors like that, you know what I mean? If it's something that I did wrong, like didn't retie or didn't change out a hook or something like that, I can totally get it. But when it's like a factor that's totally out of my control, it just frustrates me even more. But again, it's okay. It's okay. Then the rest of the fish that I caught, the two that I ended up putting into my limit, came on the old Deadly Nedley. Lord have mercy, the Deadly Nedley is turning into such a summer staple for me, which is crazy, but it's a good thing. Throwing that Morning Dawn color. So this is the Strike King Ned Ocho Morning Dawn, dyeing the tip of that tail in just a little bit of chartreuse, throwing it on a 3/16 ounce head. These are VMC heads, and I'm not a fan of them because I did have that one bend out on that big fish today, and that hook flexed out, and that's what ended up losing me that fish, is that hook actually flexed out on that thing. And I didn't have any more 3/16 ounce in the boat, and with the little bit of current that was going on, I wanted that 3/16 ounce. So ran the VMC the rest of the day. It did put those two fish in the boat. It does seem to have a good sticky sharp hook, but I just don't like the flex in that thing. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my buddy Mr. Benjamin Nowak to custom make me some, which will have a good hook in them and kind of be what I'm looking for. But throwing that 3/16 ounce head, again, 10-pound FC Sniper fluorocarbon leader, 20-pound main line, same rod, 7-foot medium fast action Veritas, but the only difference here is I've got the Zeta, just straight Zeta spinning reel on here in a 300 size. And yeah, guys, that's it. That's what I caught my fish on. It was a good tournament. Glad I got out there. Good day on the water. Catching fish on the water and having a good day on the water is better than having cancer or sitting inside or doing something like that. So very thankful to get out there on the water. Just frustrating, but thankful. So yeah, guys, as always, go down in the description, go check out all the gear that I use. Use those links down below, Tackle Warehouse affiliate links. They help me out on the back end. And as always, you guys are sweet. Thanks for watching.